Hello world and welcome. Today we're going to be taking a look at internet browsers, your portal to the internet. Since Google Chrome is probably the most popular at the moment, we're going to be using that one. On a Windows computer, Microsoft Edge is your default browser. That's the one that'll be installed ahead of time. So if you want to get Chrome, what you want to do is open it up, and then on the top bar up here, you want to click in here. Just type in Chrome. You can hit enter, and that will take you to the Google Chrome page. So what you want to do is click on this top link, give it a second or two, and you can click download Chrome right here. From here, if you're using an older version of Edge, it will have an option that says save or run. You can just click run. On newer versions, you can see the download file right here on the bottom left. You want to just go ahead and click on that, and it will start downloading and installing Chrome. I'm going to go ahead and cancel it because I already have it installed. Alright, when that goes through, you're going to have an icon on your desktop like this right here called Google Chrome. You go ahead and double click on that. When it pops up, it'll ask if it is your default browser. If this is what you want to use, then you want to definitely do that. Go ahead and click on Set as Default. It will open up your default apps list. Under here, your web browser, you can click on Microsoft Edge and make sure that that is set to Google Chrome. From there, you can exit out. Now that means anytime a link or anything is opened, it will automatically open Google Chrome to read that file or to open the website. Alright, now that we've got that covered, the next thing I want to cover is the Omnibar. Now this is a thing that has been around a while now, but there's a lot of people that still don't know about it. What an Omnibar is up here is for your web address, or you can also search for Google. You don't have to go directly to Google's website to do a Google search. And you can also get valid information to like weather or whatever. So, for example, if I want to type in weather for Phoenix, I can hit enter, and it can tell me the weather. It basically just did a Google search for me. Or if I wanted to find out how old is Harrison Ford, you can find out directly there. So you can do Google searches directly from this top bar. You do not have to go to google.com to do a Google search. Another thing you can do is go directly to websites. So if I wanted to, I could go to www.amazon.com, and it will take me right there. So there's lots of things that you can do. It makes life a lot easier when you can do everything from one location. Alright, that being said, what if you go to a location a lot and you'd like a bookmark? What you can do is there's a little star right here. You can hit bookmark this tab. So I want to call it amazon.com. I don't need all this extra stuff at the end. So I'm going to put it amazon.com, and I'm going to save it on the bookmarks bar. That's usually the easiest in Chrome. Just go ahead and hit done. So what that will do is whenever you open up a new tab or you start your browser to begin with, you'll have your bookmarks right there. What you might want to do if you want to be able to see this at all times is you can go over to your dots right here, and you can go into settings, and you can click on appearance. And from your appearance, you want to hit show bookmarks bar. And that means that'll be there all the time, no matter what you're doing. Okay, now let's get into tabs. You may have noticed I was jumping around between tabs there. This is one of the cool features of Chrome and all modern internet browsers, is it has tabs. Now what that lets you do is it lets you multitask. If you want to look at something on Amazon, you can, or you can open a new tab like this by clicking the little plus button, and you can go to a different website. So if I wanted to go to Microsoft. So now you can have a website over here, or you can jump back and forth between Amazon, Microsoft. You can even create a new tab and go to Gmail if you have a Gmail account. So you can jump back and forth between a lot of things, and you can have multiple tabs open. A nice little feature too is if you want to, so say you're on Amazon and you want to look at, say, this shoe here, but you don't want to lose your place on the page, you can just click in the middle mouse button, and that will open a new tab with whatever you clicked on. So it will create a new tab with that shoe on it. Then say you want to get out of there, you can just close it out, and there you go. You're back to where you were. Or you can jump back and forth between them. So that's a very useful little feature there. Also, if you accidentally close a tab and you wanted it still, a nice little shortcut is if you hit Control and hold down Shift and press T, you can open that tab right back up. So that's a very useful little tool. I use that all the time when I accidentally am moving too fast and I accidentally close out a tab. Okay, another thing with tabs is I'm going to close out of these ones and just stay on Microsoft for a second here. Say you want to find something in that web page. One of the easiest little tools here is you can either go over here to the menu and click on Find, or you can also hit Control and F at the same time. And from there, it'll open up this little search box right here, and you can type in things like Surface or whatever you're looking for in the page, and it will tell you and highlight every time that is mentioned in the page. So see, it says Surface right here. You can click on the arrow, that'll send you to the next one. There's Surface here. We'll go down to the next one. There's a Surface here. And it keeps on going throughout the page. Super useful if you're looking for a quote in a web page or something like that. Okay, another thing is if your page is a little bit too small and you want to be able to see it better, you can also go into this menu here and you can do the zoom functionality. And you can zoom into the page and zoom out of the page. You can also hold down Control and roll your mouse wheel forward or backwards. And that will zoom in or out of the page to give you a little bit more real estate for actually seeing things. If you want to zoom out, you can have more space on the page, or you can zoom in so you can see things better. There's also the print functionality. If you want to click on your menu here, you can hit Control P, says so right there, or you can just press the button here, and that will open up your print dialog. And there's where you can send things to a printer. You can select how many pages you want, how many copies, etc. There's also your history. If you click into this menu, it'll show you the last tabs that you were on, what you recently closed, and your browser search history. There's also a nice little feature. I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this page too, and just call it Microsoft Office, because that's what this part is. All right, and then now I can jump back and forth between these bookmarks. So another little feature of Chrome and most modern browsers is there's this little person icon up here, and there is this option to turn on sync. And what sync does is basically it allows you to jump between multiple computers and continue where you left off. So if you turn on sync here and then you jumped over onto a laptop or something that was also running Chrome, and you signed in there as well, it would have all of your bookmarks and everything saved. Another thing you can do is if there's multiple people using the computer, you can add other people here. So I can click add right here, say I want to add my dog Rufus. Give him a little profile icon, hit add, boom, he has his own little page. So if you look on the desktop now, you'll see there's an option for Rufus or for person 1, who is the one that we were just on. So if you open up person 1, there's your bookmarks that we set up earlier. And then if you open Rufus, he doesn't have any because he hasn't set any up yet. But you can have multiple instances so that way multiple people can have their own favorites and things like that. So next up we have extensions. So first of all, when you're up in your browser, you can click on apps, and this is a quick way to get to Gmail as well as Google Sheets and documents, things like that. But another option is you can click on your web store. And from here you can download all kinds of fun things. So one thing I usually recommend is a good ad blocker. My personal favorite at the moment is uBlock Origin. So if you want a nice ad blocker that can block ads on different pages like news sites or anywhere you're going, you can click on this. This will also help block pop-ups for scams and things like that. You can click add extension and boom, it adds it right up here. And then you can click on it and it will give you options. So if you're going to a website, say, let's say New York. So if you're on a website, they usually have a ton of ads. This was blocking 33 ads at the moment. And it'll keep going up as we go along. But if you click on it, you can click the little power button and hit refresh, and that will turn it off for this website. So all of a sudden you'll probably get a lot more ads and things in the background, like these shoes and stuff like that. But it's a nice little extension to have. I usually leave it on if the site lets me. Sometimes they'll say, though, you'll get a message saying that you can't continue without ad blocker. That's the times that you would have to turn it off. Another fun extension that I particularly like is called Dark Reader. Apps that will make your page darker. So say you can click on Dark Reader and install it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So if I go to somewhere like Amazon, all of a sudden the page is black, or darker at least, so it's a little bit easier on the eyes. I like that a lot. And then if you want to, you can turn it on or off just by clicking on it and say, I don't want it for this page, and you're back to normal. But that's a nice thing that I like to do there. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for now, though. You can also do all kinds of different apps too, like Grammarly. That one's really nice for checking things if you're typing a lot. It will check your grammar to make sure that that looks good. There's other options like password managers like LastPass or Bitwarden. Basically what those will do is they will add a little option right up here, and those will save your passwords. So that way when you're trying to log into something like Amazon or Google or anything like that, it will automatically fill in your password for you. You can also get things like themes. So if you wanted to make this look a little bit differently, I can get different kinds of themes. So say I wanted the Galaxy View theme here. Go ahead and add that. Boom. Now it has like a Galaxy theme. When you open a new tab, it has that nice background. So you can do that kind of thing as well. Last but not least, there is downloads. Now, Chrome has a built-in download manager. So what you can do is say if you download something or save something, it'll ask you where you want to put it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in downloads. And once you've downloaded it, it'll have the file right there. And you can click on it to open it. And there you go. But another thing you can do is you can go into Show All right there, or you can go up here and go into your Downloads folder. And this will have a list of everything that you downloaded. And if you click Show in Folder, it will automatically open up the folder and show you where that file is. So it's a good way to find things if you've suddenly lost something. Before we end the video, I want to go over a thing called incognito mode. And what you can do is you can click on the little icon right over here and hit New Incognito Window. So basically what incognito mode does is it allows you to browse a little bit more privately. Take that with a grain of salt. But it will protect from cookies and stuff, so ads and things for things that you're looking at in incognito mode won't pop up. And it will also let you do things like log into, say, a different Amazon account, and then you can log out quickly and by closing out the tab. So if a guest comes over or something and you don't want to have their password saved on it, you can do this. So it's just a nice little handy thing. I'll do a more detailed video on this a little bit later. With that being said, that was a quick introduction to browsers. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you later.